tell you guys all about that because it was so amazing. So worst thing I did was I was not there long enough. I think that's really my only complaint. So I got there on a Monday and I left that Friday, so it wasn't even a full week, but oh my gosh, it was so incredible. So I flew in and out of San Jose. From San Jose, I was picked up that Monday, um, and I went to La Fortuna. I had a all-inclusive hotel. I was at Monte de Fuego. Oh my gosh, so nice. Um, Food, drinks, all that was included. It was right under a volcano, so beautiful views, right next to the rainforest. So you could go in there, hear the howler monkeys, see the toucans, all that fun stuff. Um, and then they had natural hot spring hot tubs that you could go in. There was pools. Um, there was a spa. Select services were included with the all-inclusive, which did include both massage and facials, which to me is the most important thing you can get at a spa. I also went horseback riding, zip lining, and had a bird watching tour that was all included. Those were great. Horsebacking, I rode this horse named Palomina, something like that. Really good horse. We rode up to a lava rock river, got to see the town. I walked up to the top of the mountain, could see the whole valley. They showed us the lake that covers up where a town used to be. The volcano destroyed that town. Um, and then zip lining was super cool as well. As we were standing on the little platform waiting to start, there was probably a dozen toucans just hanging out right beside us. Of course, it had been raining, so I didn't bring my camera with me, so didn't get any pictures, but they were hanging out right there with us. That was super cool. And then the zip lining just went through the canopy down to the river. Um, there was a little native hut with essentially a little gift shop there. I had wished I'd brought my wallet. They made water bottles out of wood. That's their main thing that they sell, and they were beautiful, handcrafted. And then of course there's no plastic, so that was a great thing. I really wish I'd had my wallet with me then, so I could have gotten one. Um, and then the bird watching tour, super great. Got to see a lot of herons and toucans. We saw some monkeys. Um, I saw some snakes. Thankfully, just saw them, but didn't get bit by them. And then that Wednesday, got a few more spa treatments, and then I left Montefuego. I had a driver take me to my next hotel, which was in Manuel Antonio. On the way, he brought me to one of the sodas, which is the essentially the mom and pop restaurants. It was really good food, probably one of the best meals I had. It was like $3 or $4. It was this thick beef stew with white rice and kidney beans and plantains and potatoes and vegetables. Oh, it was so good. The food there was absolutely amazing. Um, and then we went over the crocodile bridge, got to see a bunch of crocodiles. It was also just a beautiful scenery behind the bridge. We're on this 50-foot high bridge over the crocodiles, and then there's a river, and there's just green and mountains behind it. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then we drove down the Pacific coast to Manuel Antonio. I went to the Manuel Antonio Park House from there, stayed there for the next 2 nights. It was a real little hotel, real quiet, hidden in kind of the rainforest. great spot for seeing and hearing animals. One of the mornings I was woken up by howler monkeys. Unfortunately, I walked outside and didn't see any. I heard so many howler monkeys on my trip, but I didn't see any howlers. Um, and then there was some herons hanging out there. There was frogs. There was all kinds of birds. Some parrots flew right in front of me one morning while I was there. Uh, Lots of wildlife there. Like, if you're looking for wildlife, I'd absolutely say go to the Manuel Antonio Park House, because you're just like in the rainforest. You will absolutely see wildlife there. Um, then that Thursday morning, um, from about 9 to 2, I went to the Manuel Antonio National Park. With that, you have to buy your tickets online, and you do have to put in what time you're going to come in with your tickets, so just keep that in mind. But it was really nice. There was waterfalls, there was cliffs that you could walk up and see the ocean and the beach. There was a couple beaches you could swim on. There are warnings about riptide, but I was swimming, tons of other people were swimming. They were beautiful beaches, great place to swim. And there was so much wildlife in that park. I saw sloth, I saw so many monkeys. There was iguanas, there was lizards, there was deer. I didn't even know they had deer out there. I know I'm forgetting animals. There was waterfalls, there was flowers. It was absolutely beautiful, like hands down one of my top national parks that I've ever been in. Just the diversity in the land, the diversity in the animal, just like how much you could see in just such a short amount of time. Just really an incredible place. Yeah, the monkeys, they were great. I had my bathing suit bottom stolen while I was there by one of the monkeys, so definitely keep your eye on your stuff. And it's one of those things I kind of feel like I deserved it, because I had laughed at the monkeys when they tried to get in the bag of a girl right in front of me. So the monkeys got me. I earned that. And after that evening, I went to Parque Naomi, watched the sunset there. Beautiful. There was coves right on the Pacific Ocean. There were a lot of people surfing there. I've never surfed. I was not about to surf that day. But if you're looking to surf, that is a place you can surf. That's a big thing they do out there. Yeah, if I'd stayed longer, I definitely would have surfed, but just wasn't there long enough to do that. And then the next morning, I went back home. Well, got picked up by my ride. Before my ride came, I did take myself out to breakfast. I'd had an espresso milkshake. Oh my gosh, so good. It was literally just cold espresso mixed with ice cream, like a milkshake. Definitely got to do that more often. But then my ride came. We went back over the Crocodile Bridge, and that was essentially the end of my trip. Yeah, I gotta say the people there are super nice. I mean, obviously, I wasn't in the city during my trip there, other than, going in and out of the airport. But from my experience in my time there, there's cities in Denver, like, hanging out in Denver and other cities in the US are a little bit more sketchy than hanging out there. Like, I felt like Costa Rica was a very safe place. That was my first time traveling abroad. My Spanish isn't great. I was by myself, and there wasn't really any time where I was like nervous or worried. Like, definitely would say if you want to travel, go to Costa Rica. If you're somebody who wants to travel alone, I don't see any reason not to go to Costa Rica. It was beautiful. The people were great, super friendly. One of the big things I kept hearing all over the place out there is Pura Vida, which just means pure life. Everybody's just super happy. Like, nobody's really worried about anything. Like, definitely a great place to go. I'm definitely going again. I'm already trying to plan my next trip there. And probably more of Central and South America as well. But yeah, Costa Rica is really a great place. Gotta say, best trip I've ever been on. Absolutely love it. Really hope you guys go there sometime. And remember, Manuel Antonio National Park, tons of wildlife.